Cindy Smiley. And as you know, Americans tend to be some of the most competitive people in the world. In fact, all you have to do is look at the Olympics to see that this is the case and just the amount of medals we take home. But there's another area that we lead the other nations in, and that is in obesity. In fact, if obesity was a sport in the next Olympics, we would take home the gold. And this should not be the case. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, over 35% of all Americans are considered obese. That's 3 in every 10 people. I've noticed in my time with just reading health issues and stuff over the last 20 years and just watching that Americans are increasing in weight. In fact, you can just look around and see young people, teenagers, and even younger people that are dealing with obesity at such young ages. And so I have looked into a little bit of research into this area and have concluded that we need to end obesity. And I want to use the acronym FAT, F-A-T. And today I'm going to start with the letter F, and that is the fat facts of obesity. 20% of over your weight, as 20% you're considered obese, or with a BMI of 30. Children and adolescents, well, they are 16 to 33% of them are considered obese, and that's according to the AACAP, the American Academy of Children and Adolescent Psychiatry, and this one's from the WebMD for the 20% of the recommended weight. Then there's cost associated. Beth from Forbes magazine, Beth Hoffman, she says medical costs are $140 billion every year, and the indirect costs are $450 billion. That would include things as extra gas consumption because of the weight of people in the vehicles. That's $4 billion a year. Diet products, $40 billion. And then even just plus-size clothing, that's $7.5 billion. But the most disturbing one of all is the 300,000 deaths each year attributed to obesity. And that's from the Stanford Hospital and Clinics. And that doesn't even account for the millions of people that are struggling with cancer, heart disease, diabetes, just to name a few of the problems associated with obesity. Now I want to go to A, awareness. Awareness of the causes of obesity. According to the WebMD website, they attribute it from consuming too many calories and not exercising enough. Basically eating too much and exercising too little. The Mayo Clinic gives additional factors such as unhealthy food and drink choices, pregnancy, medication, inactivity, even a little small role of genetics that play for some people. The Harvard School of Public Health attributes watching 2 hours or more to obesity. Just not because of the inactivity involved, but also because of the food and the food advertising and drink advertising, and also the opportunity just to snack while you're eating or while you're watching television. The other letter that I want to address in fat is T. Take action. What can be done about this? Well, I've come up with an acronym of HOME, because it starts at home, and that is HOME. H stands for healthy food and drink. That means getting rid of the junk food, getting rid of processed food, eating whole foods, fruits and vegetables. And then to the O. O stands for getting off the couch, off our computer chair, off our butts, and turning off the television and going outside. And that comes to my next letter. That's M in home. And that is motion. Making memories by motion. And that would include adopting hobbies such as hiking, my personal favorite, or biking, skating, dancing, anything that requires movement. And then finally E. E stands for education. Educate yourself. What kind of food choices are healthy, and drinks. And also setting the example by which you eat and drink, and sharing that information, your activity level. And I just want to conclude today with just saying that 1 in 3 Americans struggle with this. So if you are one of the few that are one of the third of Americans that are struggling with that, you're not alone. But there's some things we can do and take back that, and so we're not the first nation that are leading in this obesity rates. The other thing I want to leave you with, I'm sorry, is Hebrews 1:2. And that is, since we are surrounded by such a crowd of witnesses, let us strip off the weight that slows us down. Let us not get tangled up in sin, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, that God has set before us. Let's start today and end obesity. Thank you.
Yeah!